Hey, Dave, good morning. Uh, I was wondering, I see that there's four of you that are listed as above the line. Where do you think your group is now as compared to where you were last year?
I'm encouraged. I think that we have more depth this year. I think we've had some younger guys step up and, take the role as, above the line guy. And I just think that, coach feels a little more confident in having more guys that he can roll in and out. So, I think we'll have a little bit more rotation this year. And, I think we'll have fresh guys on the field all the time.
Next question is from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Hey, David. I was just curious what you saw, what you've seen from Florida State, and then I guess kind of mixing Memphis in terms of getting ready for this game and kind of what you see on tape right now from them.
Yeah, well, start off, of course, Memphis. I've watched a lot of Memphis because we're expecting them to bring their offense to Florida State. So I've watched a lot of that, and we have a really, really good, I'm dialed into what they do well. And then, of course, Florida State, personnel-wise, they have a little bit different personnel, as in like the strengths of Memphis to the strengths of Florida State. And so, so I've watched a good amount of Florida State and a lot of Memphis. So, I'm just dialed into both and, kind of expecting to put the pieces together. And, but, on film, I think they have explosive, backs, explosive wide receivers. And, we have much respect for them. But I think that, we're dialed in, we're ready to go.
Next question is from Ken Segura from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Hey, David. When the NCAA made that decision about giving every fall sport athlete an extra year of eligibility, I think you're the first person I thought of. And I'm guessing you haven't made plans, but I'm curious just kind of what you think about that possibility of getting another season.
I think that is a great opportunity for a lot of people. I can't say that I have thought about it much because I don't plan on it. But, of course, I never close any doors. So I'm always just playing it how it goes, and I'm, preparing one day at a time.
Next question is from Daniel Shirley from The Athletic.
Hey, David, does it feel like they're finally at the finish line of actually getting to this season after everything we've gone through this offseason?
Yeah. It's been a long off season and a long preseason, but it's just so all the guys are so excited. It's finally game week. We get to put our hands on somebody else on Saturday, and I'm just so glad that we actually get to play the game of football. And everything aside, we get to put the ball down on Saturday and play the game that we love.
Another question from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
David, we haven't seen you guys since the spring. I guess kind of what do you see as maybe the strengths of this defense and maybe things that will surprise people a little bit as you guys take the field on Saturday compared to a year ago?
Well, I think you're building on last year. Our secondary is very deep in our strength. I think that we have a lot of guys that we can rotate in and out that are very skilled and that are going to play very well this year. And then I think that what we built off a lot of last year is our D-line play, our interior D-line play. Just all around D-line play, we're bigger, we're stronger, and we're moving. We're closing gaps a lot more, and we're playing more sound defense. We're condensing the pocket better. We're not all just trying to finesse move and trying to be the best pass rusher in the world. We're playing team defense, and we understand to play team defense you have to be selfless a lot of the time, and it's making it a lot easier as the defense as a whole to make plays when everybody's just doing their job instead of trying to make the play themselves.
Another question from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, David, you and Jerry are the seniors in the group. There's three freshmen in the linebacker group, and they'll be the future of the group naturally once you guys leave. What have you seen from those three guys?
Extremely athletic. Probably some of the most athletic linebackers I've seen come in here since I've been here. I've been here for a long time. So, but they're bigger, they're faster, and they're stronger than a lot of the guys that have come in the past, and they listen well. And it's just as Coach Collins says, it's a developmental program, and so we're trying to develop these guys faster and faster and faster, and that's what's going. That's how the culture is changing around here. Is that we will have young guys ready to play faster than normal than in the past.
Okay, we've got one more left in queue for David, and that's from Ken Segura from the AJC.
Yeah, I was wondering, just what has it been like day-to-day living as far as following the protocols and making sure you guys are staying safe? I imagine it's a lot. You're probably spending a lot of time at home or just in class and not a lot of other places in between.
Yeah, I mean, luckily a lot of the guys on the team, but especially me, all my classes are asynchronous, so I'm not in class. But like Coach Collins says, he can't imagine being an 18 to 22 for me, 24-year-old in this day and time where, we are following the protocols. Guys are not going out or even going to restaurants and stuff like that. We're following the protocols. We're going home after. And we're having our mask up if we're around each other, and if we're not, then you're in your room and you're secluded by yourself. And it just comes down to guys on this team really love to play football, and they understand to play football you have to follow the protocols because we're getting tested 3 times a week. So I mean, I think everybody on the whole team's doing a really good job about that, and I can tell as a senior that everybody really, really wants to play.
Hey, AB, I was just curious kind of
How you doing?
how the offense is kind of clicking right now and how your chemistry is with the different quarterbacks and that kind of thing as you guys get closer to game time here.
I think we're doing pretty good. We had a great Wednesday practice today. Got a lot of reps in. Got a lot of reps with different quarterbacks. I think we're prepared. For Saturday, I think we're going to be ready. To put on the show.
Next question comes from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, good morning. Hey, I wonder, from watching film, what have you seen from the Florida State secondary, and especially Samuels, who I think broke up about 14 passes last year? They seem like he's the guy to look for in the secondary.
I think, Florida State has a lot of talented guys. We aren't looking at too many specifics. We're just really worrying about playing our game. I think that if we perfect our game and play our game, that we'll have a pretty good chance, of beating Florida State. We always look at, a lot of good things that they like to do, none on specifics. I know they have great guys, and, we have great guys too. So, we're just ready to compete.
Next question is from Ken Segura from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Yeah, Ryan, I was wondering, was Florida State a school you were interested in or hoping to be recruited by coming out of high school?
No, sir. I wasn't recruited by Florida State.
Did you have interest in them? Like growing up, did you pull for them or like that?
Growing up, I was just like a Florida fan, like all the teams in Florida, so I wasn't really like a hard fan on any Florida team. I just like to represent my state, so.
Next question is another one from Kelly Quinlan.
Maybe in terms of, I guess, just kind of kicking things to the next level, I know Coach Collins and Coach Dixon talked about wanting you to get stronger physically.
Right.
Do you feel that difference now with the year in the strength conditioning program in terms of your ability to finish catches or those type of things? Do you feel different now when you're on the field for a longer period of time?
Oh, yes, I feel very different. I've, during practice and a lot of things we've done, I've made a lot of good contested catches that maybe last year wouldn't have happened. I'm blocking a lot better than I was last year. So, I feel definitely a lot stronger. I got a little bit bigger than I was last year. I just feel good. I feel great.
Another question from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, what are you seeing from the punt return game? What changes have you seen from last year?
Just being able to see what happens after you catching the ball and, a lot of things that they do differently. I think we'll have a lot of success on special teams, just by what our coaches are, showing us and telling us what to do. I think we'll game plan, very well.
Another question from Ken Segura from the AJC.
Hey, Marian, we've heard a lot about Jeff Sims, and I'm curious what's been your impression of him in the preseason.
I think he's a great quarterback. Size. He has elite size. He's big to be a big-time quarterback. And I think he has an awesome arm, a great deep ball. I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
Another question from Kelly Quinlan.
I'm just curious, like how amped up are you guys to finally play? This has been an incredibly long build-up from July till now. I mean, I imagine you guys got to be just stoked to get out in the field and play someone else other than the team.
Right. I think we're very excited to play. Coming back from like a long break, is always amped up. You're always amped up and ready to go, especially trying to hit somebody else. A couple scrimmages, we were just, trying to light each other up for a little bit. I think we're just ready to play. I feel like we'll go out there and, play our game and, succeed very well.
Anything else here for Ahmarean? Okay, one final question for Ahmarean, and that's from Ken Segura.
Hey, Marian, I asked David this also, and I'm curious, just what has life been like for you living day to day? I mean, I imagine your social life is probably not what you would want, and so what is it? How has it been, living in these conditions?
It's been a lot of just practice in the morning, going back, to the locker room, getting treatment or whatever you have to do before you go home for classes, and coming back from meetings, whether that's in person or Zoom. It's been a lot of distancing for us, but, we're just making the best of it, whether that's, meeting on Zoom and, everyone being dialed into those meetings and paying attention because, we all know what our goal is this season and, we're just, ready to attack.
Sorry about that. Hey, yesterday, Coach Patna talked a little bit about your preparation to take care of the various Florida State blitz packages. How comfortable are you with what, the preparation that's been done, thus far?
Very comfortable. Just us watching film 24/7. Me and RBs and Coach Choice, when we watch our film, we go over all that. We got certain protection for them, everything. So that's all good. That's handled.
Next question is from Kelly Quinlan from Rivals.
Hey, JP, I was curious.
How's it going?
Good, man. I was just curious, how excited are you to finally get to play someone and hit other people and, play a full game? I imagine even in practice, they probably limit you a little bit in terms of just trying not to wear you out, just to play a full game and just this long build up to this season.
Hey, well, since the summer, we didn't know if we were going to play, so you know what they say, you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I've been ready. I'm ready to go. Goes for practice. I mean, not really just taking back reps. It's just we all sharing the reps. We all going in whenever, so ain't no sense of holding back. Whenever I go, it's time to go in.
Okay, next question is from Ken Segura from the AJC.
Hey, Jordan.
How's it going?
Good. I was wondering, I don't know if you got to see many games yet, and just the, playing in empty or near empty stadiums and thinking about what that might be like. But I mean, what will that be like, you think, to be playing in a stadium that's a quarter full, if at most, this season?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question for me?
Sure. What do you think it'll be like playing in stadiums either completely empty or near empty this year?
I don't so much feed off the fans. I mean, off the noise, you know what I'm saying? So I try to I get myself ready by my routine, walking the field, my routine with my players. You know what I'm saying? We in the locker room doing push-ups. We doing our own thing. So, we get ready on our own energy.
Do we have any more questions for JP? Another one from Kelly Quinlan.
All right.
Hey, JP, I was just curious what you've seen from Florida State, just checking the film out, and they have a dynamic defensive tackle, and they can really fly around and stuff. Kind of, what have you seen looking at that film?
Oh yeah, they got pretty decent defensive linemen, but we just gonna go compete and see what they got to offer for us, and we got something to offer to them. So we're gonna see the matchup.
Okay, we have two last questions in the queue. We'll start with one from Ken Segura from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and then we'll wrap up with Rod McKenzie.
All right.
Jordan, I was asking the other two guys this. I'm guessing just kind of day to day, has this been kind of a boring semester, just not having a lot to do as far as imagine you're limited to football and school?
Well, I don't know about the not a lot to do because I'm struggling right now with these classes, so I'm gonna put that out there. So, You know, so it's still stuff just think I got football, still got all these classes on top of that. So, you know, I got things I got to do. So it's never, yeah.
And our last question for today is from Rod McKenzie from 247 Sports.
Hey, Jordan, you talked about matchups with the defensive line from Florida State. What have you seen from the interior of your offensive line thus far?
You know, everybody can see from last year to this year, I mean, everybody just increased in weight, increased in height. It's you can see the increase in the line. So, you know, with my interior, I'm going in the game strong. I know we're going to put up a fight, and we just going to do what we do.